Welcome back, returning subscribers, and welcome new viewers. This is my little corner where I love to sit down and discuss all things knit and crochet. So, how has everyone been this last week? We're finally getting temperatures here in Illinois that are cooling down somewhat. And life for me has been quite interesting, to say the least. It has been a tumultuous week last week. It ended with a shock and somewhat of a big letdown, but you know what? Such is life, and we just keep rolling with it, right? Okay, what I have to share with you today, I do have a finished object to share with all of you, and I was so happy and thankful to finish it. I got the yarn for this. This is my chunky sweater. Ooh. And I knitted this up with Drops Andes, and the yarn is back here somewhere. Oh, up here. Drops Andes, and this is I'm not sure the shade of this, but it made an incredibly soft sweater. And then I used some mohair hand dye from Wool Warehouse. I was able to get that just before they stopped shipping to the US. Now, they may, I'm a little bit breathless today. They may decide to ship to the US in the future, so we're just waiting to see what's going to happen with that. So, but this is my sweater. And I absolutely love this. It's just a top-down, simple raglan sweater. And I made it oversized, and I'm going to try it on for you. Oh, I love this. I can hardly wait till winter. Oh, I just love the fit and everything. It's absolutely perfect. I made it oversized, which I love. I'll stand up for you. Yeah, just love it. And you can see I love the design in here that mohair made, and that mohair is back here. Let me get it out. This was the mohair. This is a Yarnsmith's mohair hand dye from Wool Warehouse. It's incredibly soft with that Drops Andes. I just love this sweater. It's so perfect. Oh, it's going to be so warm. It's so warm and cozy right now, but we're going to have a day today. It's going to be 82 degrees. So, yeah, and I knitted this up on a US size 13 knitting needle. So it went quite quickly. The sleeves are pretty much, they're a little bit tapered. As you can see, my decreases under the arm here. Each time I decreased. But yeah, and they're sort of tapered, but then did a sharp decrease at the cuff. So there's the cuff. I love the colors on this. I just love the feel of the sweater. I think, let me see, I have a crochet sweater that I made with Drops Andes last year. And that's incredibly heavy, by the way. I think it was the stitch. But this here, it's much lighter. Even though it's a thick sweater, it's still light. It's not too heavy. I also have a vest that I had made from Drops Andes, and I'm going to be showing you that here soon. I did already show you in my previous podcasts, but I'll be wearing it anytime soon. So this is going to come off now because I'll get too warm in it. But I just love this. Washing this may be a little bit of a challenge because it is wool alpaca. And this cannot be machine washed and dried at all. No, so it'll have to be hand washed, but that's okay. I will still hand wash it. Love it. That's the back. Love it. Just a simple basic 1x1 rib was how I began this. And then for the raglan, it was a purl knit purl. And the increase was done that way. So yeah, I do have a tutorial out for this. Or no, I think it's for the lace yoke. Yes, it's for, I'm so breathless today. I think it's all part of menopause, I really do. But yeah, just a simple purl knit purl for the yoke. And that is that. Love this. Gotta love wearing it. So finished object, and I used a US 11 millimeter here for the collar and for the bottom down here and for the rib on the sleeves. And then for the rest of the body, I chose a US 13 millimeter there. Yep, so that's it. Loved it. And I do have some yarn left over, which I could probably make something with, like maybe a nice, maybe a nice soft squishy hat. I do like making hats for people that I appreciate. So yeah. All right, so that's my only finished object. I showed you my shawl last time, and this is my favorite shawl, by the way. I am finding that I'm wearing this shawl pretty much everywhere, even around the house. I love it. It's just a 3-weight acrylic from Wool Warehouse. The yarn is right here. I have a little bit left. Yarn Smiths Create double knit. This was in olive green, shade 3181. And I crocheted this as a diamond lace pattern. And I used a a 5 millimeter crochet hook. It's one of my old ones too. It's right down here, in fact. This is a vintage hook. It even has the letter H on it, says 45 cents, and it's a buoy hook. Not too many of these around anymore, but I do have a couple. I do have a few. So, yeah. I really enjoy working with that. I do have more of this yarn back here. I have it also in petrol. And I have it in a forest green too. So I'm thinking maybe future projects. I'm glad I bought a lot of this when I did, because now I'm not able to get it because it's a Yarn Smiths brand. This one always had an off smell to it, by the way. Do any of you have this same yarn and this same shade? Did you get yours with an off factory smell? It's got some kind of stinky factory smell to it, and I just, I don't know. It was in this a little bit too, but once I washed and dried it, it came completely out. So I think it's just the factory newness smell. I don't know. And the other shades back here. This is the forest green one. So maybe, you know, future projects with these. All right, so those are my finished objects for the week. Yes, I showed you this last time. The color is just vintage 70s green, and I love it. I'm finding I just wear it wherever I go. I think it's because it's a little something to throw over, but yet it's light. So yeah, with that being said, now we're going to get on into whips.
On
Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. All right, well, I want to talk first about my brown sweater. I did get the different shade of mohair, and I did finish the sleeve, but I'm not happy with it. I do not like it at all. And you can totally see if you look real close, this cup is where I started with that new yarn. I don't like it at all. In fact, the color is ugh to me. The way it, I'm not sure if you can tell with the light, but it's just, you can see it's totally changed the color and I don't even like it. I don't like the combination at all. So what I'm going to do, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to wait for Wool Warehouse and see if they'll ship that. If not sure if this one's going to get finished because, and I know I'm really sorry, I don't like it. The only other thing maybe I could do is just, if I don't get that, I could take out this entire sleeve, rip the entire sleeve out, and then just, I don't know. Or maybe I could just knit so far down, but I don't know. I just fell in love with this combination is what I did. And I loved it so much, the color, the shade, everything, that I just can't see finishing it now with that other yarn. So as much as I hate to say it, as much as I hate to do it because it makes me sick, is I may have to end up frogging this whole entire project out. Yes, I know. I know. I don't like the combination. I don't like the shade of the other mohair. To me, it's like a mousy brown and it's just yucky. I'll try to give you a close up there. Can you see it? See how yucky? To me, that's just a yucky shade of brown as compared to this beautiful copper tone that I started with. I suppose that'll teach me, you know, to when I order yarn, order enough of one shade. Yeah. No, I'm just feeling very breathless today. My son has had a cold and it's kind of a respiratory little bit thing, and he's gotten much better now, so I'm just trying to fight it off still, and I'm doing so far so good, and he's getting better, so it's just something I'll have to get through for the next few days, I guess. Anyway, all right. Enough of that. Now I'm going to show you something fun. Last week I shared with you my whip of the Composed of Madness shawl by Bag-A-Day Crochet. And no, I'm probably not going to finish that one. What I'm planning on doing with it is I'm going to make a fun little, just a fun little border around it, and then I'm going to weave in the ends and keep it for a scarf because I do like the looks of it as a scarf. Yeah. So anyway, I'm not giving up on the Composed of Madness shawl. That one, yes, but we were shopping at Walmart last week, and I thought I would just take a look over in the yarn department, which is something I don't normally do. And I found this. And I've kind of used half of it now. But it's one of those giant cakes from Lion Brand Mandala. And it is an ombre bundle. And this is in the shade, let me see. Ooh, it's called Meow. Wait. Meowth? That's so funny. Okay, I'm going to spell it M-E-O-W-T-H. Meowth. And that's just so crazy. That's the first time I looked. I'm sorry. That's the first time I looked at the name of the color. I just liked the pinks and the yellows. And on the side here you can see it starts out white and then it goes into kind of like a pale looking tan, and then it goes back into pink. But anyway, this is a 3-weight yarn. It's a light premium acrylic. There are 1,080 meters on this little Homer, which is 1,181 yards. That's a lot of yardage, people. You could get a whole sweater pretty much out of one of these cakes. It was $10 at Walmart. And I'm making another Composed of Madness shawl. Yes, I'm not giving up. And here's my progress. And it is gorgeous, people. Look at this. Whoo, hoo, hoo. Look at that. I am on video number 5, I do believe. So I am probably 2/3 of the way finished, maybe 3/4 of the way finished. And this one's going to be pretty big. It's going to be pretty big. And I am crocheting it up with that same crochet hook right here. This 5mm crochet hook. Isn't it beautiful? It's so beautiful. This is the right side. Crystal has so many different stitches in here. And I thought the ombre yarn would be very nice. When I saw it in the store, I knew just exactly what I wanted to do with it. So beautiful. And I had a pink shawl before, but I had sold it. This one is not for sale. Oh, look at that. Look at that gorgeousness. Oh my goodness. So excited over acrylic yarn, I can't believe it. But it's the colors and the stitches that just really speak to me or spoke to me. And when I tried it on like this the first time, I thought, oh yes, I am in love with this. It kind of made me feel better over my brown sweater that I'm probably never going to finish. But I just love this. It's going to go into this, I'm still into the light tan, and it's going to go into this khaki color and into more brown and then back to the rose. I'm thinking I'm probably not going to get back to the rose on it before the shawl is finished, but that's all right. I've got it right up here. I'm hoping at least to get to the brown here because this cake is massive. It's a massive cake. I just love this. Love this shawl. Yeah. It's so pretty. Doesn't it look like something that's very vintage from like the 1800s? To me it does. To me it looks Victorian. It looks Victorian to me on camera here, looking at it now. Yeah. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. It's so pretty. Yeah. Gonna have a lot of friends asking me to make them one probably, but I'm probably telling them, sorry, I don't know if I can or not because this took a lot of time to do. You have to sit through the tutorials and do it step by step. There's no written instructions, so it does take a very long time to do. I would probably have to charge $50 or something like that to sell one of these. So, yeah, that's the progress on that. Composed of Madness shawl. Very, very, very beautiful. Very beautiful indeed. Very elegant, I will say. All right. That's not the only thing I've got going on, but that was something crochet. That's the only crochet object that I have. My next object is knitted, and I divided for the sleeves. I'm going to kind of straighten it around here so you can see. This was that frogged out project that I frogged out from something else. And isn't that lovely? That's just a simple raglan, except I did something a little fancy with the raglan. Try to hold it so you can see. There, you see? It's a diamond or an arrow lace. I did that in the raglan. And I had to be careful because when I got to the second one, I realized I was putting a little too many increases in the yoke. So when I went to the third set and the fourth set, oh, excuse me, when I went to the third set and the fourth set, I had to do the yarn overs and then knit two together, so it would not make any more increases. But it's going to be nice and loose and oversized, and the collar is a fold down collar. So yeah, well, it's kind of hard to hold it up, but I'm working in the body now. This one is going to be special. I am going to go so far down in the body, and then I'm going to put in some color work into the body towards the midsection, almost to the edge, not quite at the end. When I get to about here in the body, that's where I'm going to want to add the color work, and I will show you what I'm going to do. Okay, I got my book. You're going to use this Colorwork Creations, and I'm going to make his upside down. I'm going to do the little, oops, the shine, I'm sorry. I'm going to do the little nuthatch in white. I thought it would be very pretty for winter. Isn't that very pretty? That little nuthatch, he's so pretty. I thought it was a cute little bird, and I'm going to do color work around the, towards the bottom, just when I get past the midsection of that. I thought that would look very nice, very contrasty. I'm just going to use either a cream color or a white from my stash. This is acrylic, so I'm just going to grab probably like some Red Heart Super Saver and just add that in for the color work on the bottom. It's going to be really pretty. So you probably won't see that for a little bit yet because I'm just starting in on the body. But yeah, this book is available out there. It's called Colorwork Creations. And a lot of the color work patterns in here are from nature inspired. Very nice. And you don't have to make the projects in here. You could just follow the charts and, you know, come up with your own clothes that you want to make and just use the patterns. I find that they're very, very lovely. Lots of them are birds. There's some bees and butterflies in here. So yeah, here's a reindeer. Very nice. Yeah, I like this book a lot. So yeah. Okay, so that's that. And I am knitting that up on a US size 9mm there. And I'm still on the same ball. And I've got a whole sweater to rip out yet. This all came from just, you're not going to believe this, but it's true, just the sleeve of that massive sweater that I showed you. I'm not sure if I said it in here, no. But just the sleeve of that frogged out got me all of this, and I'm still working on it. So I'll have a lot of that yarn left over. So I may decide to do a long sweater with a belt or something fun like that. All right, now the last thing I got going on is just some new yarn I'm playing with. This is Drops Air. And I got this over at Linda Hobby, and yes, they did ship it to me. Yes, it took 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks to get my order, but it was worth the wait. So I will try to order from them again and see if I get more yarn. I'm just working up a little sample here on a US size 10 knitting needle. Just a bigger knitting needle. And I'm just making, I'm just going to go along and keep going, make a scarf. I may make a cowl with it. It would be quite nice and lovely. Lovely and soft for winter. I'm not planning on getting any more, but boy, I love the feel of this. It's so soft, and it's like holding a lace and mohair together. It's alpaca, mostly. Let me get the label. Hold on. Okay, got the label, and I can see why that is so soft, because, set it up here. I can see why this is so soft, because it says it is a medium thick blown yarn made with baby alpaca and merino wool. So the contents is 65% alpaca, a 20% polyamide, and a 7% merino wool. So drops air, and yeah, it's just very lovely, light and soft. What shade am I using here? This is like a minty green. It'll tell me here. Color number 42. Just has a number. Yeah. I think it was $5 or $6 over at Linda Hobby. I'm just going to keep going till I run out. If it's not long enough for a tie scarf, I'll make it into a cowl. That's okay. This would be very lovely with color work. Yes. Very soft, very light. Has that soft halo to it. Very warm and feels nice against your skin. So yeah, that is what I got going on this week. So that's everything I want to talk about. And I hope you all are having a wonderful week this week. I hope you are enjoying these very early days of autumn. I think yesterday I think was the first day of autumn. Today's the 22nd. So, yep. With that being said, all of you take care now, and I will see you all again on the next one. And by the next time you see me, I'm hoping I'm going to be finished with the Composed to Madness shawl. I've really been just working on that throughout the day. And by the way, a little bit more about that too. It takes me all day long just to get through the one tutorial. And she's got, I think, a seven tutorial series. It takes me all day just to get through the one. And then that's even a challenge for me. So, yep. All right, with that being said, all of you take care, and I'll see you again on the next podcast episode. Bye, friends.